I got a great topic for y'all today. Y'all know how I do it. Facebook gives me a topic to talk about, and then if it's good, I go in on it. If my spirit gets tugged, like, oh yeah, you gotta touch on this, I gotta go in on it. So we're gonna talk about single people giving relationship advice. Single people giving relationship advice. Many people who are in relationships feel like single people do not qualify to give relationship advice. So basically they are saying that they would only take advice from someone who's in a relationship. But is that correct? Is it possible that someone who has been in multiple relationships could know more about relationships more than someone who's only been with someone they basically been with since high school or something? Is that possible? I'm gonna say yes. And the reason why I'm gonna say that is everybody is different. No relationship is the same. They're more alike than different, but no relationship is the same because no person is technically the same. So the person who has had experience with multiple relationships might actually know more about relationships than someone who's only had a relationship with one person, because they can only go off that experience of that one person, other than like on the outside looking in at other people's relationships, etc., etc. That's the only way I could see that a person who has been with one person, or maybe a few, whatever. Now we're gonna stick to the one person thing. That's the only way I can see that they could possibly know better. They can only go off of that one person. That doesn't necessarily mean nothing. Now, I understand when someone is single, right? And they're just dropping shit in someone's ear about your personal relationship. That's different. But if a single person is speaking on relationships in general, that's not the same thing. It's not the same thing as if a dude come to me and say, hey man, what should I do about this or that with my girlfriend or that? I can't answer that. And the reason why I can't honestly answer that is because I don't know. He could be lying. He could be making it seem like she's the one wrong, or vice versa. A man could be making it seem like the woman's the one wrong. So I really can't give true advice on someone's personal relationship, right? But when it comes to relationships in general, like a worldwide thing, yes, you can. Don't ever let somebody tell you if you're single, you don't have no knowledge on relationships. A lot of people aren't single because they lack knowledge about relationships, or they're scared to be single. It ain't got shit to do with them being some great person who's some great lover and knows all about relationships. That's bullshit. I've learned more about relationships from the failure of them than I have from the success part of them. Does that mean that, and another thing, you gotta think about this. Some people say, well, they've been married 30 years, so surely they must know a whole bunch of shit about relationships. And I'll give you that, but that don't mean they got the recipe for you to succeed in your relationship. In fact, they might not even be happy in their relationship. You might just be looking at their relationship and saying they must know about relationships. But the reality could be that they're just with somebody who doesn't think they can do better than somebody, or they're with somebody who feels like they need somebody or some shit like that, versus some other people who might have been in a similar situation and they just walk. For example, a man could catch a girl, or a woman could catch someone cheating and when they come home. Some people will stay, and some people are like, nah, I'm gone. So does that person that walks, does that mean that that person who walked have lack of relationship intelligence because they walked away? I'm just wondering, because I see this all the time. And every time I see this topic, I gotta touch on it. Because I'm someone who is single and I like to talk about relationships. And I can't have y'all saying that I don't know about relationships. So basically, all the heartbreak And all the shit that I learned about relationships throughout all my years, y'all gonna say that was nothing? Because I'm single now? In fact, I might be single because I know about relationships and I know bullshit when I see it. Therefore, I don't put myself in bullshit because I feel like it's probably better off to just be single because I know so much about relationships. Now, when it comes to talking to someone's personal relationship, I can only touch on the topic of a situation. Like, I caught her cheating. What should I do? I think you should leave, dog. Or this or that. But I can't definitively, like, if you come at me with some shit like, man, I don't know if I'm happy with her no more. Should I leave? More than likely, I'll probably tell you I don't think you should until you don't feel like you want the woman anymore. But at the same time, you could be telling me some shit that really ain't true. So how do I know? That's why I never, ever, when I was in relationships and when I had problems, I didn't go to my mom and talk about it. I might have went to somebody and talked about relationships in general, but I didn't really let them know I was talking about mine, because when you start to, they probably can't give you the correct advice when you start making it personal. But if I could just talk about relationships in general, like, they might be able to give me a better perspective of what I should do. But what I was trying to say is, if I'm mad at my girlfriend, if I got a girlfriend and I'm mad, I'm not going to go to my mom and be like, oh, this or that. Man, because for real, my mom don't even know what I was doing wrong. She can't, she's not God. She can't really look and see who's really right and who's really wrong. You know what I mean? You really can't do that. And that's where people fuck up. But right now, there are men in a woman's inbox that got a girlfriend. So that don't make them better because you single. It don't make you better at relationships because you got a girlfriend. And I feel like I'm not going to, you want to cheat and got a girlfriend. And I feel like, well, shit, I don't got the energy to give a girl 110% right now. So I don't want a relationship right now. I'm on a mission. I'm on a money mission. That don't mean I don't know about relationships. That don't mean I can't give someone advice. I've been seeing people where I done told them the right advice and they didn't listen and they got burned. I done seen it. I don't know everything. You know what I'm saying? None of us do. But I don't understand why people think that if someone is single, then surely something's wrong with this person. Man, last night a woman got beat and she's single. What about her? Is something wrong with this woman because she got beat last night and walked away versus the woman who got beat and still stand? Right? Last night some man caught his girl cheating and walked away and he's single. Does that mean that the guy that cheats on his woman is a better material relationship person because he still got a girlfriend, this one don't? Or how about the women getting married? This is a good one right here. This is a nail in the coffin. And all y'all women, y'all need to stop thinking because someone got a ring and you don't got a ring that they better than you. A lot of these women are getting rings from athletes and shit like that just because looks. She don't even qualify to be a wife. But she got the look, so she got the marriage and the wedding. Does that mean that she's better than a woman who doesn't technically have, she's not as blessed as much with the looks or whatever the case may be, right? Or the guy she like is not, I'm going to come back to that in a second. Does that mean that that woman's better than that other woman because of looks? Now, let me get to what I was going to say. Some women, unfortunately, and some men, but I'm going to say women for the most part. Not most, but maybe even most, but a lot of women, unfortunately, man, they like the wrong guy. But guess what? Some women, fortunately, like the right guy. Meaning that she just likes the guy and she got lucky and he's the right one. He's not going to do her dirty. Some of this shit got to do with luck. Because you can't really help what you like for the most part, right? You're going to pick what you like. And you just got to hope to God that they don't play you in the end. It ain't all up to you. A lot of y'all, they lying to y'all telling y'all that you, like, I have the ability to stop a woman from cheating. I don't have the ability to stop a woman from cheating. You know what I mean? Because for real, if I'm doing a woman wrong, she'll just walk. If she's real, she's not going to cheat. So therefore, when someone cheats, they doing it because they want to do it. It don't matter if I'm the guy that's cheating on her and beating her and she's loyal, or I'm a faithful guy and she cheats. Because a lot of times the faithful guy is the one to get cheated on, right? Or the faithful woman, and the one that's doing the beating and all this other shit. People be loyal as fuck to them. And then you got some people who cannot be single. They seen the guy the girl cheat, but they didn't leave because they scared to be single. Plain and simple. It ain't got nothing to do with them being better than this and that. Matter of fact, if they knew so much about relationships, they would have a relationship with themselves, and they would know that loving myself and being single and just loving myself and God is better than this girl cheating on me or this guy cheating on me. Since everybody want to say they know so much about relationships, then why the fuck most people in relationships shouldn't even be in those relationships? If you really play by the rules of if you cheat, you're single and all this other shit, man, about 90% of us motherfuckers out here be single. If you really go by, I shouldn't pick this guy or this girl because of all these red flags, or I shouldn't fuck with them because they cheated on me or this or that, or they don't really qualify and I'm just settling. He's a bum, but I don't got no man, so I'm going to deal with him. Or she really don't qualify at all, but you know she with me. Who the fuck that is. Fucking up my vibe, man. But that's, all I'm saying is this, man. Some people, believe it or not, most of the people who doing dirt and shit like that, they never single. You want to know why? You want to know why the motherfucker, the narcissist is never alone or never single? Because they run game. They know women and men like the back of their hand. I'm being honest. You're rarely going to see a narcissist, female or male, alone. More than likely, they're going to have a girlfriend, or they're going to have a girlfriend or boyfriend, or they're going to have people they deal with. And here you are, all brokenhearted, Mr. or Mrs. Big Heart, trying to play it the right way and not play the game shit. Here you are, you can't get a date or none of that shit. Because you didn't want to fuck him or something. That's another thing. A lot of these women are getting played because they fucking these dudes and shit, and you don't want to just fuck anybody. You want to make sure that this dude really fuck with you. So guess what? You don't want to show your body. So guess what? You probably you're not getting the numbers. If you want to say it like that, subliminally or metaphorically, you're not getting the numbers. Don't let this shit fool you, man. I've seen it too many times from men. That girl does not qualify to be a wife. She look good. That's it. Look at the football players. If football players really went off of what a wife should be and went off of a woman who really liked them, a lot of them probably still wouldn't be married yet. Let's be real about it. Girl can't cook, clean, nothing, but she a wife. How? This dude a bum and playing 2K, but he a husband. It's no different than just because you're a dad don't make you a father. Just because I don't have a kid don't mean that my mindset ain't analyzed. Okay, what does a dad do? For one, I'm going to make sure that I'm in my kid's life because my dad wasn't. That's number one on top. And then I start looking at what dads do. I analyze. So people are going to try to tell you, Twan, since you haven't had a kid, you can't be a dad yet. That's the same thing. That's the same mistake that people make when it comes to marriage. They think the marriage makes them the husband or wife, but really the husband or wife makes the marriage. You should already be husband and wife and married before you actually go get married. So I should already be training my mind and thought process to be a dad before I even become one. Putting sperm in a woman and making a kid come out don't make me a dad. Or a father, should I say. It's the mindset, man. So the same thing with single and being in relationships. That title shit don't mean shit. A lot of men are married and shit, so that don't mean you better than me because you got married. And I was smart enough not to marry the ones that I shouldn't have married, because if I would have, I probably would have been divorced. So I'd rather do this. I'd rather be divorced. I'd rather be single, never been married, and older and understanding what marriage is, versus married 20-something, whatever, a long time ago, and end up divorced now. At least now I understand what a wife is. At least now I understand what marriage is and all that other shit. Yeah, I could have got married at 20 years old or whatever the fuck. But I was not a husband back then. I didn't understand what the fuck that was. So just because, let's just hypothetically say I got married at 20, does that mean I was a husband? Compared to, so you're trying to say the me now don't know about relationships more than the me back then. Stop it. Y'all gotta stop this shit, man. That's like me saying, hey man, you a bum, bro. You on the street corner, you a bum. You can't give me no advice in life. But really, the crackheads and the bums and shit is where I got most of the best gems. Facts, man. But look, people want to, if y'all want to be the type of people to say, well, I'm going to pick and choose who I get gems from, then, hey, I feel for you. Because what if God sent that person? What if that person's failure is for you to not fail? Like, man, don't buy a house this way or that way because when I did it, this or that. But everybody is caught up on titles. And you might have a single girlfriend. Say you're a female, you got a single girlfriend. Just because she's single don't mean she can't give advice. You just got to learn how to pick what you should. You got to take what you get, and then you got to come to your own conclusion. Just like on YouTube. If you watch a video on YouTube, don't mean every fucking thing on the whole video was correct. Or I agree with everything, but hey, I got some gems out of that. So you might have a girlfriend telling you about why you should do this, or maybe you might want to think about leaving the guy or whatever. Some of them are doing it because they want you to be single, but some of them actually got some gems in that. Just because the girl's single don't mean she don't know about relationships. And even you could be a bad lover and still know about relationships. Because everybody know right from wrong. We not 5-year-old kids who don't know about relationships. We all been in them. We know what the fuck it is. It doesn't matter if you're single or not. That don't determine nothing. Because again, I've seen relationships. Man, I ain't gonna go blunt with y'all like that. Just put it like this. I seen a woman caked up with a guy, and if he knew it, what I know with that chick, nah. But if you see it on Facebook or something, you're going to believe, oh yeah, they so happy. But it ain't even the case. Matter of fact, the relationships I've been in, they was long term, but that don't mean we was happy. I wasn't happy the whole time. You just stay there because you're content. You don't want to be single and all this other shit. So does that mean I'm looking at a guy that got the balls to walk away? I know more about you, bro. I know more about relationships than you, dog. Because you're single and I'm not. Nah, I refuse to believe that shit. And don't y'all believe that shit. Because you might be missing out on some good advice, some good gems from somebody who's single. That's my whole point. Just like racist people. Like, you're dumb because you might, by you being racist, you might be missing out on motherfuckers that could have gems that change your whole life. It could have been a guy of a different race that gave you some gems that made you a millionaire, but since you racist, you miss out on the blessing. They want y'all to believe that single people didn't go through shit and they just are just people that just know nothing about relationships. Like what they went through meant nothing. It didn't teach them nothing. But wait a minute, don't life teach us shit? Don't everything we go through in life teach us shit? That's what I thought. I mean, I don't know about y'all, but I learned from every fucking thing I tried to anyway. If I'm not, then what the fuck? Like Ali said, if a motherfucker ain't, he's still thinking the same way 30 years later, he wasted 30 years of his life. I thought I knew about relationships back then. I ain't know shit compared to what I know now. And guess where I learned most of the shit about relationships? Single. You have time to analyze. You have time to analyze other people's relationships. You have time to do research on why it may have didn't work with the other girl, whatever the case. So you can't tell me being single when I've learned way more being single about relationships than I ever have when I was in them. You can't tell me that the relationship status determines how much a motherfucker know. That's false. It's just simply false. But I'm going to let y'all go, man. I'm going to let y'all go. All I'm saying is do not do that shit, man. make sure the advice that you take from motherfuckers, make sure you take it back to yourself and you analyze it with God, and then you come up with your own conclusion. But just picking out people, you a bum, I ain't gonna listen to you, and you're single, I'm not gonna listen to you. You could be missing out on shit. And this is why a lot of people, they minds are not expanded the way it should be. Because, oh, you don't get liked, so I'm not gonna listen to you, but you my nigga though, even though you dead wrong. The advice you gave me is dead wrong, but you my nigga, so yeah, you right. And he a lame, and he a square, so I don't listen to what he say. I see it all the time, and then look at their lives. Look at their lives. Man, I'll take advice from a Klan member. That motherfucker, I might be watching a reel on a Klan member speaking. He might drop a gem. Just because I don't respect the motherfucker because he don't fuck with me, that don't mean that motherfucker ain't dropping a gem. I take gems from whoever. It don't matter, male, female, you could be a child. A child might drop a gem on you. You don't even know. I learn stuff from younger people too. It is what it is, man. Y'all do what y'all want to do, man. But all I know is I see a lot of wives, when I analyze NFL and shit, I see a lot of wives that are not wives. And I see a lot of husbands that are not husbands. I might not ever get married, but that don't mean that I'm not husband material. I might not ever have kids. That don't mean that I'm not father material. A lot of women say you would make a great father, but according to other people's logic, since I don't have a kid, then I'm not a father. I'm not. How do you know that? A lot of people don't even know that they bosses, and they scared to leave their job. They don't know that it's within them. It's already there in them. They just haven't tapped into it. Greatness is already in them, but they don't even see it. All of us have greatness in us, right? So what separates all of us from becoming great? It's not the title. We have to manifest it. We have to learn. We have to live, experience. By the knowledge that I've gotten from, if I didn't have the knowledge that I have now when it comes to relationships, I probably would have been in another one. Let's just be real about it. I probably would have been in another one. You know how you see people get in relationship after relationship, and a lot of that is lack of knowledge. A lot of it could be confidence and shit like that, and needing somebody or whatever the case. But most of it is lack of knowledge. Oh, I see why she's saying she's busy. And she ain't, after 9, she don't answer shit. That's what the red pill is really for. The red pill is not to yell at women and shit and blah, blah, blah. No, the red pill is for women and men. It's knowledge. It's knowing the truth. It's knowing the truth. A lot of people out here simping, paying women's bills and shit. If you had not, and guess what? It'd be some people that are in relationships. But if you had so much knowledge about relationships, you would know that you could just get women by just being yourself. You wouldn't have to pay nobody's rent. What happened to the knowledge? Or better yet, what if the girl you pick cheats on you, or the guy you pick cheats on you? Now it's your fault according to people's logic. Once you say, man, I'm done, I'm walking away. It's your fault you're single. It's your fault that you picked them, yeah. But it's not your fault they cheated. A lot of y'all should applaud yourself right now that you're single. You walked away from that narcissist. Don't let these people, look at my boyfriend, all that bullshit, man. A lot of that shit is cap. Because a lot of times when you so damn happy with a woman or man, you don't even have time to let motherfuckers know for real, for real. You might at first a little bit, but other than that, you can give a fuck less what they thinking. I feel like when people just constantly just gotta, like, look at me, look at my relationship, I don't think they as happy as they try to make it out to be. That's why they trying to say, look, like what I got. Like what I got, damn it. Hey, I'm out, man. Wait, let me read that real quick. I was just telling my homegirl, I rarely hear men speaking like this. And boom, here you go. Because they don't want y'all to know. See, the problem with women and men is we all got these gems, but I'm going to keep it because, you know, I want to play the game. You know, a lot of men and women, they want to play the game. So they want, shh, don't say nothing type shit. But at the end of the day, women and men run the same fucking playbook. So you're really not getting nothing off. Like, I don't know why people think that they can run game, and the opposite gender won't know because they're the opposite gender. It's the same fucking thing. It's the same thing. You're not getting this shit off, man. But I'll catch y'all on the next one, man, because I'm in a dilemma right now. I gotta get out this truck, man. But all I'm saying, man, is a lot of y'all girls right now, you may not never been married, or you might have got divorced or whatever. You ain't got a ring or whatever. I'm telling you right now, there's a lot of women right now. This girl can't even make a sandwich, bro. I promise. But she got a ring though, and she's a wife, right? And then there's men who the girl didn't even qualify to be his wife, but he married the girl because he wanted to be a husband. That don't make him better than me as a lover. It just don't. Then you got some men who have been married. Hey, man, don't do it. Hey, Tawana, don't do that shit. You better all get a prostitute. This is what they say. Shit like this. I'm just saying, man. Just because you've been married don't make you a better husband than me. Only one way to find out, and that's if I ever get the opportunity to do that. But since I know so much about relationships, it becomes harder to pick someone that you would actually consider married. That's a blessing. Don't let these people make y'all think that it's some type of curse or handicap, because you can see through motherfuckers. You know what I mean? You can see through these dudes. So ultimately, it makes you be a single woman or a single man because you see through the bullshit. Versus people who are not strong enough to stand alone or walk away, or they can't see through the bullshit because they still blue pill. I'll catch you on the next one, man. Stay blessed.